Time now to speak to Dr. Octagon.
Dr. Octagon, Dr. Octagon, Dr. Octagon is here.
He's here. Good evening, Noel Gallagher.
All right, man.
How are you, sir?
Very well.
Where in the world, where are you tonight?
I am in Mother Russia.
Oh, okay. How long have you been there for?
Got here yesterday morning.
You've already lost track of the day, haven't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. It gets like that over here, though.
Have you gigged yet since you've been there?
Yeah, I've done a gig this afternoon on a festival. I went on, was on before The Cure.
Oh, okay.
Well...
Before The Cure? You're The Cure's warm-up?
This particular festival, I don't think The Cure fans were too pleased. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand that.
They don't need none of that uplifting Britpop rubbish out here.
Is Noel Gallagher quite big in Russia?
He's massive.
Do you know, as those words come out of my mouth, I thought, there's only one place this will go.
He holds his own.
You had a white Russian yet?
Just climbed off a couple there. Expensive, but I've got to say, well worth it.
Can you remember his name, or has that gone already?
It was David Barry.
Yeah, okay. Hey, what's it like? I've never obviously been to... I say obviously, I've never been to Russia. What's it like? Is it scary out there?
Not really. There's a lot of police. There's a lot of uniformed police, but there's a lot of I guess you would call them like secret police. I remember once I came in about 4 or 5 years ago, and we were walking through Red Square, and I had a guy with me who was just he had a video camera and he was filming just walking through Red Square, and out of nowhere these two guys got out of this car with they looked like the Mitchell brothers from EastEnders with those black leather jackets on, and kind of rounded us up and was, I won't do the accent, and they were saying...
Oh, please, you know I want you to do an accent.
No. They were saying, all right, lads, what's your game? No, they were saying...
They were the Mitchell brothers.
Yeah, they were. So they were asking my mate Lawrence why he was filming. So, he explained that I was, a rock star kind of thing, and they were going, well, who are you? Show us your passport. So I got out my passport. Now, I had a security guard with me who kind of stepped forward and was going to defuse the situation. And they said, in the most brilliant Russian accent, who are you? And he said, I'm a security guard. And he went, are you armed? And he went, no. And they went, well, go away then.
Oh, my.
And just pointed off into the distance.
And what did he do?
Well, he went away. Because they were armed.
Oh, man.
And we weren't supposed to be filming.
Yeah. And did they allow you to carry on, or was that the end of it?
After we bribed them, of course, we filmed for about another 2 hours after that.
Did you say blagged or bribed?
Bribed.
Oh,
Of course, not for a bribe out here. This country's built on, crying out loud. Yeah.
Hey, look, before we get onto the football, which was obviously early on tonight, just out of curiosity, because it's in my head, and I thought if I don't ask you now, I'll never ever remember. It's in the papers over here that either you've been asked to go on Strictly or you turned it down or something. What's the real story? You offered £1 million or something? I don't know. What's the real story?
My management got an email from the BBC offering me to do, Strictly Come Dancing kind of thing.
What, as a judge?
No, as a dancer.
To actually dance?
Yeah. And they were saying, hurry up and give us a reply because the training starts next week. And I was like, oh. And they're probably all sat there at the BBC going, who are we going to get this year? I don't know. But no, Gallagher's not up to much, is he?
Someone must have said Gallagher meaning Kirsty, and it's got to you. I mean...
Well, Dermot, the referee. You know what I mean?
I mean, who on earth said, no, not him. Let's try Noel Gallagher.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work, is it?
And, and it was like a proper long-winded email, and my manager is saying, he's Welsh, I won't do the accent, he's saying, this is ludicrous, but I have to run it by you, and as he's kind of talking to me, I was thinking, I mean, I know he's speaking English, but for a minute there, I thought you were offering me to go and Strictly Come Dancing. So I was like...
Did they put an offer into you?
It was pretty much name your price.
Ooh.
Man,
Yeah.
that's worth going back with like an 8 million, isn't it? Just to see,
No, 'cause
just to
they
see.
No, they'd probably say, yeah, all right, fair enough, all right, you're worth it. Like, let's have you, get the spandex on. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I think I would have paid it myself if you're going to wear that.
Well, of course, everybody that you like, me missus and everyone, all their mates and that, and you say to them, they go, "Oh, it'd be great if you did it."
Yeah,
And I'd be like, "Yeah, for whom?
yeah, the end of
It'd be
the
great
career.
for you." Oh yeah, that's it, gone. Never mind the X Factor.
No, doesn't matter, whatever you've achieved in your career, you'll always be known as Strictly's Noel Gallagher.
Always been known as the guy that got knocked out in the first round of Strictly Come Down.
Right, let's get on to more important matters, the game, the England game.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, where were you watching it? Obviously, was it in a hotel room or a bar or what?
No, I was watching it in a bar in
Okay.
here in Moscow. Yeah.
With all your pals round you, I imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all of us. Yeah.
Right, let's start right at the beginning. What did you make of the team selection, the starting 11?
I thought, bar Rooney, obviously, that's probably as good as it gets.
Okay. Were you surprised that he didn't start with Downing?
No, I was praying he wouldn't start with him.
No, I know that.
Downing-
I know that. So was I. But were you surprised he didn't?
I guess, yeah. I was relieved that he did start with Le Ox, as the French would have called him in the dressing room before. Who is Le Ox? Who is this Ox? That was my French accent. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that. That's two we've got.
Yeah.
That's like an East
Sorry,
End.
mate. Never mind Strictly Come Dancing, eh?
Alistair McGowan's got a new sketch show that's on at the moment.
Exactly.
Go on that one, yeah.
So I was relieved, but I don't think I've been listening to the phone-in since they come off, and I think with what England have got available and the fact that we've had a manager for 2 weeks, that's pretty much as good as it gets, I think, tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've changed my views from when the final whistle went to now, having had the chance to look back and think about it. If you look at the first half, certainly Milner, when he rounded the keeper and had a chance, someone put on Twitter, which I thought was quite nice, had it fallen to the Ox, we might have scored. Sadly, it fell to the donkey.
In Milner's defence, it was on his wrong foot. If he goes to the other side, it's in.
See, I don't buy that, Noel.
Well, I'm afraid you'd have to, because I'm telling you, I'm a City supporter and I watch him every week, so...
Do you, roughly, how much
I'm
is
not
he on?
selling it. I'm not selling it to you. You can have it for now. You can have it.
I don't want it. I just think...
No, you can have it.
You've
had it. There you go.
Well, I just think if a professional footballer is on 50, 60, whatever you want to call it a week, he should be able to hit a target with his left foot. That's the problem I've got with that.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, and they all should be able to take corners, but some of them don't, do you know what I mean? But, it was on his wrong foot, but I know what you mean. And I would have thought, when they first started, the first 10 minutes, I thought, England looked fresh, and they looked quick first to the ball, and I thought, wow, there might be something going on here. And when Jolien scores, I thought, well, this is in exactly the position England want to be, because we've got a great defence, and I think they'll have been bitterly disappointed not to get to half-time at 1-0. I think when you look back at France's goal, even though Joe Hart was unsighted a little bit, it seemed like he'll be disappointed having got an hand to it that he didn't keep it out. But all that being said, what did we expect? We've had a manager for 2 weeks. We've had a kind of, it's a brand new start. I think that's as good as it gets. Is taking a point off France and going into the next game and trying to win the next 2 games.
Have you changed your view now on England's chances since that game?
Well, not really. I think what I said last week still holds true. When England are on level terms or they've gone a goal up, everything looks solid, you know what I mean? We never really looked in much danger tonight of being overrun by the French, but we didn't, we scored, we had one shot against the French and we didn't really put their keeper under any pressure. So I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be nick one, try and get to half time, see it out. But I can see England getting out of the group, and then as soon as they come up, with a team that's ranked above them in the world, we go out like always.
Have you seen the thing I've been surprised about is there's been no one so far that's blown me away with the way they've played. I haven't really seen anyone that's thought if we come up against them we'll get a ton.
Hang on a minute. What about all the Man City players? Nasri, Lescott, David Silva, all amazing.
Yeah, but you're talking about I'm talking about a team.
Oh.
I'm not actual players. I wouldn't dare put Man City players down with you on the phone, no.
Oh, good Lord, I thought you were talking about Man City now. I was gonna say,
No,
we
no.
are champions. We are still champions of England, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, just at the moment. Anyway, let's not talk about domestic rubbish. Let's talk about Euro.
Okay, well, no, there's not. There hasn't been one outstanding team, but I think. I mean, this is always the way with the first round of games in the Euros. Everybody goes out not to get beat. I think it's going to open up next week. But I thought actually out of them all, I think Germany have looked the best.
Mm.
As they always do, you know what I mean? They go to a tournament, they puff their chests out, they're like, this is us, this is what we do, if you beat us, good luck. You know, but we're going to play, you know, they play the way they've always played, and it just seems to be, it never seems to be, they always play the same way, but it never seems to be predictable, and they've got now, that German team has been together, this is their third tournament, I think they might be the team to do it this year.
Mm. What about Spain? Do you watch them the other night?
I did. I thought, and they played with no striker. I thought it was typical Spain. You can't get the ball off them. I thought Silva's pass for Fabregas's goal was the pass of the tournament.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Spain will be in the semi-finals. That's for sure. But they look like they've got options. When you bring in Torres off the bench with 20 minutes to go, I think Spain will be there or thereabouts. It could be a Spain-Germany final again, couldn't it?
When you say Spain will be at the semi-finals worst way, that obviously means they'll be getting past England, obviously, if England finish second. Of course. You don't see England having a chance against a team like Spain?
No, I don't know. Once England get out of the group and they come up against a team that's ranked above them in the world, which is what always happens in tournaments, England haven't got... England up to the halfway line look pretty good. You know, the five at the back and the Scott Parker and Steven Gerrard. Going forward, because you put Rooney in there, but Rooney's not as explosive as he used to be. And you need more than one player, do you know what I mean? Spain and Germany can call on at least 3 or 4 in the opponent's half of the pitch that are going to do something. Really, we're banking on Rooney, do you know what I mean? And Carroll is an impact sub. But saying that, you know, I don't think we should expect England to go any further than the quarterfinals, because you just look at the teams when they're written down. We have no right to go any further than the quarterfinals. We've got teams that have had managers bedded in, and teams that are three or 4 tournaments old. They're going to be there or thereabouts. England will do well to get to the quarterfinals, I think.
Just a quick word on Ireland. Did you see them against Croatia?
Yeah, it wasn't the best, going a goal down that early and then giving goals away at the wrong times. But I think I felt bad for them, because at 1-1, I mean not at 1-1, at 0-0 and 2-1, you're thinking
they've got a chance.
They're in with a chance because they've got the supporters there and they've got nothing to lose. And I just think they're going to be going home pretty soon, I'd have thought.
Sadly.
Yeah, of course, because the supporters, by all accounts, are bringing the noise, aren't they?
Yeah, they have been. Yeah, I've been seeing it on the news. They've been wonderful support. But sadly, I think personally, excuse me, Trapattoni's playing the wrong formation. He's come under a lot of stick with how he started against Croatia. But you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not managers, are we? No. We're rock stars. Oh, sorry, you're not. I am.
Talking of managers, I've just realised that Bobby Gould's been sat to my right and hasn't said a word.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.
No, see, Bobby's just listening and learning.
I am.
Listening and learning.
I really am. No, I really am. I've enjoyed it. Why interrupt something when it's good?
I've got to be honest, we don't have Bobby here. We've just got a Bobby Gould soundboard, and I've just pressed a few buttons and just pressed
the Bobby Gould app.
Yeah.
It's not far away.
It's coming to a store near you soon.
It's not far away.
No, thank you so much. Where are you off to? Where's the tour next going to take you?
I'm flying to the Ukraine in the morning.
Oh, man.
And I'm flying into Kiev, where I will be playing for, the England and Sweden supporters the night after, and then I've got Thursday off, and I'm going to game Friday.
Brilliant.
Oh, okay, well, because you are the official Sports Bar reporter, hopefully we'll get you on after the games.
Yes, indeed. If the gig doesn't turn into a bloodbath, it'll be all right.
I'll take them coppers with you.
Absolutely.
Wonderful stuff as always. No, you're an absolute star. Thank you so much, pal.
All right, man. See you in a bit.
I'll see you soon.
Well.
Cheers, pal.
Bye.